If you're a frequent PNW Haunts and Homicides listener, you probably already know we're Birdie ambassadors.
We wanted to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit more about this awesome product.
Birdie is the modern personal safety alarm made for women by women.
In a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can simply activate Birdie's loud siren and flashing light to create a diversion.
Birdie is perfect to carry anytime because the device is lightweight and comes in a variety of colors.
So important. Use our ambassador link and coupon code PNW Haunts and Homicides to receive 10% off your purchase. Like our social media handles, the coupon code is all spelled out, no special characters.
You can find the link and promo code in our show notes or PNW Haunts and Homicides link tree.
Have a safe ass day.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
This is a extra special episode of PNW Haunts and Homicides. I don't know why I said it like that, but
You can say whatever you want, however you want today, pretty much.
I can do what I want.
I do what I want.
Why is it extra special, Caitlin?
It's our podiversary.
Our 1 year. It's crazy. So
We'll probably have to cut out my high-pitched squeak.
Right? Some of you might already know this, but Caitlin and I's very first few meetings starting this very podcast were at a McMiniman's.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I was like being killed with anticipation. I'm like, what do they know?
You know.
What do I know? Oh, my.
Which one was it? Because I don't remember.
We went to the barley corn.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was like, I know where it is, but I can't think of the name of it.
It's the barley corns.
Yeah, so we birthed the pod in the barley corns, McMinimans. So we thought that it would be very fitting to spend our anniversary at a McMinimans. It's not the same one, but
No, that one's not a hotel.
Yeah, no. And we picked this one for a very specific reason.
We sure did. I have regrets.
Because it's haunted as fuck. And you bet your creepy little booties, I'm going to tell you all about it.
Oh, gosh. Maybe we should have recorded this after we spend the night there.
Well.
No sleep.
We might have some stories to tell. You never know.
Yeah.
So before we start, I thought that we should, add a little reminiscing in here.
I love it.
A little spot for reminiscing.
Excellent.
I put in here that we should talk about our favorite episodes, and then I never figured out what my favorite episode was.
Really?
Yeah. Did you?
Gosh, it's so hard to pick because I feel like we're still, we're under 100 episodes, so they all still individually feel like kind of our babies a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think two of my favorite episodes of yours are the Pike Place episode.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
And then I really liked the Ravens Manor one. And it was really fun that we got to talk to Trisha and
Frederick.
Yep.
So I know for a fact I really loved your Tunnel 13.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like kind of different. I think that was like the first kind of like different one that you did.
It felt like we weren't really sure at first, like if it was going to be more spooky or more
Yeah.
true crimey.
That's probably why I liked it too, because it was a little bit creepy.
Yeah. It was a brutal one, but it definitely had some creepy elements, and that was fun to actually go there.
Yeah.
Which I think is a part of why I also really like the Pike Place and the Ravens Manor episodes.
It's like, because we can go there.
Yeah, the connection to it is just, it feels really strong.
Yeah. And the other one I like all of yours. The like sleeping with mortal danger ones.
Oh,
because
gosh.
we also did like the movie review for those, and I just thought that you did a really good job on those stories.
I really, really liked that one. And I've actually had several people make comments about like, oh, and now I know what your taste in wine is because, the perpetrator in that one was a Chardonnay drinker.
Oh, yeah.
And the disdain that came across from us in the episode about that was just, apparently it was very strong.
Yeah, we don't like Chardonnay. So.
We're not really fans. Like maybe a good stainless steel aged one, but even that.
Yeah, no, I can't do it.
It's not my fave.
Yeah, so.
We're going to be having so much wine today.
So much wine.
So much wine.
Hopefully we don't get so wine wasted that we miss the ghosts that join us in our room.
Oh, man. You know what? Actually, that's my new plan for the night.
Shoot, I gave her an idea.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a bottle of sparkling rosé. Now I just need to figure out what Cassie's going to drink at the hotel.
She's going to drink it all.
All of it.
So, I want to get a little bit mushy on you.
Oh, God.
I know. Like, I don't want to, but I'm going to.
She wants to. She's lying.
I want to say that I'm so thankful to Caitlin. I'm going to start crying already.
Why? Oh, my God.
For reaching out to me. Because you reached out to me. We hadn't talked since high school.
That's true, yeah.
And it's just something like I probably never would have done. Like I
know. It's because I'm really weird.
Well, I'm very thankful for you being weird.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out.
Because I just think I'm too weird. Like, oh, why would she want to talk to me? And then just for having the idea of like a podcast, because it's something I never would have done if it wasn't for you.
I was kind of surprised that you said yes. I was fully prepared for you to be like, no, I'm not interested.
Right.
I barely wanted to come to this McMinimans. Because I don't realize how weird I am until it's like too late. You always assume that you're too weird, and then I think that I'm like, okay, I'm passing right now, and I'm soup snot.
Well, we were just the right amount of weird for each other, apparently. Yeah. Also, like, timing is literally everything. And like, I had just started this phase of my life where I was like determined to say yes to things. Like, I don't know if I had ever told you this. I wanted to like start saying yes to things that I was scared of, and like that made me uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm also a photographer, and like I said, like I would never do weddings. I'm not going to do weddings. And then like I had put myself in this position where I was going to say yes to things. So I said yes to 2 weddings.
I was going to say, you're a liar. You've done a lot of weddings recently.
I did 2. Fun fact, I said yes to another one.
Oh my gosh.
Very soon. So my life, like at that point, was pretty like drastically changing for the better. And now I want to sing Wicked. I'm going to sing Wicked to you. No, just kidding. Aww. I'm not doing it. So I'm like much more confident now, and especially in like writing, because even when we started, I was like, I'm not a writer, blah, blah, blah. Here I am, having written how many fucking episodes? Like,
yeah. You guys, I think she might be a writer.
Guess I'm a writer now. Like, all right.
I have to tell you, it's really funny to me because I've had more than one comment made to me that you can really see how your confidence has improved, and it just makes me like have feelings that are gross and
Oh, all
all
the
warm and
gross
fuzzy and
feelings.
yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing what you do when you just put yourself out there and don't give a
Yeah.
shit what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
It's awesome, you guys. Oh gosh. So,
I'm going to put you on the spot with one thing
oh, okay.
later in the Zoom.
Oh, later
So,
in the Zoom. Oh,
mhm.
God.
Yeah. Well, I was doing it anyways.
Okay.
I was doing it anyways, but I just wanted to be able to share it with the Patreon because I
Oh,
know
okay.
that they love to see just, the stuff that we kind of do like behind the scenes. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you ever listen to a podcast and kind of wonder, like, do they actually like each other? Kind of
No.
like when you're watching a movie and you think, like, do the
Yeah.
co-stars like each
Yeah.
other? Because you're like, I mean, they're acting,
Yeah.
but
I kind of, I guess, gravitate towards ones where you can tell that they
yeah,
have
I
natural
do too.
chemistry.
But I think that's probably why, for me, I'm like, I want to show like the moments that it's like, hey, look, we actually really
Yeah.
like each other. Just so you guys know. It's like Facebook official that we like are in like.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I do have one little small thing.
Well, great.
Yeah. One little small kind of slightly mushy thing. It's not that mushy.
We're also recording the Patreon Zoom party we're having. So
Oh yeah.
if you are joining Patreon afterwards, that video will still be available
It's
for you to
true.
view.
Part of the archive.
Yeah.
I know I'm really hoping that it'll be kind of fun because actually Cassie put a lot of time into kind of thinking of some different creative things that we could do to just kind of have fun because we don't often take ourselves all that seriously.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, we're excited and we're going to toast and
For sure.
yeah.
Well, we also have a very exciting announcement.
We do.
Like a real announcement.
Yeah. We've kind of danced around it a fair
Mhm.
bit because it's been a lot more work than I think we anticipated.
Yeah.
And and for the Patreon too, there's some different things that we have to do to kind of make it special for them, but we are, drum roll please. She actually did it, you guys. I just kind of thought there would be dead air for a sec. We are launching our merch.
Like for real. It's being launched.
Merch.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't understand what I was sing-songing at you.
Merch.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we've teased it a couple times, said it's coming.
Yeah.
It's here. The link will be in the show notes for you.
Yes.
It is here. Go directly after you listen to this. And go buy shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I know, actually, I think we had planned to wear some of the things that we bought for ourselves
Yeah.
in the Patreon video. So I packed that up in my suitcase.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We might just have to bring our tumblers too. I hadn't thought of that until
yeah.
just now.
Yep. There's tumblers, there's glasses, there's shirts, there's tanks, there's crop top hoodies.
I know. We actually considered really scaling back on the merch, but we were having so much fun creating the designs and we've got some good ones. So
check them out. There's stickers too. There's a pillow. There's all kinds of shit on
we
there.
really we've got one of everything, honestly.
Okay. Well, should we move on and talk about the ghosties and where we're staying today?
I guess so.
Because I said it was a McMinimans and I haven't told you which one
I know.
yet.
You haven't really, you haven't nailed that down exactly.
We're getting there. So,
okay.
Today we're going to be talking about the White Eagle Saloon.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes. What I wrote, which we're staying the night at, but I already told you that. I think we did.
Well, yeah,
Did
we are. We did. Yeah, we said that. What you could say, if you wanted to give some really exciting details away, is that we booked one of the rooms with a bunk bed.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have so much room for activities.
We needed room for all of the activities. Do you know what room number it is?
I have no idea.
Okay, we're going to find out when we get there.
Oh, God, there's going to be an important room number, isn't there?
There's a couple rooms.
God.
Judging from the pictures of it looked like the rooms, they were a normal size bed. It wasn't a bunk bed. So
good. Okay.
I don't think we're staying in one of the
cool.
hot spot rooms, but
all right. Well, that's good.
They're all haunted, to be honest. So,
oh, super.
So I'm really excited to see how Caitlin handles the night.
Sunday's going to be a rough day.
Yeah, we're keeping her up late. Yeah. We're going to be doing midnight margaritas down at the bar.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be so fun.
I know you had me at margaritas. I feel like that's the only way she sealed the deal on this.
You're like, I have to stay up till midnight, but there'll be margaritas.
I mean, okay.
We just had to do, practical magic shit.
Yeah. It's practical and it's magic.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Maybe.
There's a lot of history first. So before we even get into the hauntings, I know y'all know me by now, and I just could not be brief about the history because there's so much. So just deal with it. The White Eagle Saloon and Hotel is located at 836 North Russell Street in Portland, Oregon. Their website says, quote, experience nightly live music at one of Portland's oldest bars, echoing with tales of ghosts, mischief, and mayhem. This 1905 saloon and hotel reverberates with live music and a funky attitude.
I like it.
And I'm just that got me really pumped to stay.
Yeah. I'm super excited now.
I didn't know they had live music every night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be rocking out, man.
Pretty much.
The saloon was opened in 1905 by Polish immigrants Barney Sobolewski and William Herzko, bartended by William's brother Joseph, then called B. Sobolewski and Company Saloon.
Oh, that's cute.
It went through a lot of name changes.
I think pretty much every place in Portland does that.
Yeah.
It's kind of part of the lore.
I like where they ended up, though.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
This was one of 11 other saloons on the same street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they really like their saloons down there.
Not much has changed.
No. The original building was a wood-framed structure from the 1880s.
Oh my gosh.
But by 1914, the 2-story brick building that you see today took its place.
It's so pretty.
It is. It's so cute. And it's got ivy and stuff growing up the building. It's so pretty. We'll take
crawling
pictures.
On up.
Yeah. After opening the very next year in 1906, they ran into a bit of trouble. Right. The media stated that Portland, quote, is becoming one of the worst centers of anarchy of Russian origin.
Oh,
right.
Of Russian origin specifically. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had me with the first half, but that's interesting. Okay.
And rumors circulated that Polish anarchists were having meetings at the saloon, plotting to assassinate President Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Wow. That reminds me of another scene in Step Brothers. Anarchy! Anarchy!
I don't remember that.
I don't know what it is, but I love it.
That's from Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh God, gotta watch it again.
I know. Good stuff.
So this gets even crazier, if you can believe it or not.
I can't.
Police actually raided the saloon, but were unable to find anything sus, and they made no arrests. But that did not stop the press from misreporting that Barney was the leader of the Polish anarchist group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very responsible journalists.
So this part kind of throws me off because the police then were ready to revoke their liquor license and deport them over something that the media wrote.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, you're just reading this from an article and you're all
Oh my
like, okay,
gosh.
well, we didn't find anything, but we got to go back.
All right, you guys, use there. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thankfully, the Oregonian and the Evening Telegram interviewed Barney and set the record straight. This worked to calm everything down and saved an innocent man and the saloon. Absolutely ridiculous that the press is running the show and like not the authorities, but
Yeah,
who am I?
that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
How many stories have we done though recently where it's whether it's journalists or the cops that, you know, they're just like things are running amok. It was
Yeah.
literally the wild, wild west.
Crazy.
Bonks.
Gosh. Moving on from that. A common practice for saloons back then was to offer free lunches. And this was not only to drive in more customers, but also to help less fortunate people, mostly recent immigrants, be able to get some food.
Oh, wow.
Right? I thought that was really cool. But sadly, in 1913, the lovely people of the Portland City Council decided to ban the free lunches.
Oh, sure. Because they're like, well, we don't want any of these, you know, obviously poor or, you know, disadvantaged people
To get food.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we don't want them hanging around.
it just
It's
makes
not a
me
good look.
so upset. Like,
I know.
it's ridiculous.
It's pretty
And
yucky.
I don't see why businesses can't just give away food to people if they want, especially at a saloon. I feel like food's pretty important at a saloon.
Right. Yeah, the OLCC isn't asking that restaurants or bars give away food for free, but they're required to provide
Yeah.
something on premises. So,
I didn't understand that, but
Yeah.
whatever. Again, we're going to move on from it before I get upset. The regulars at the saloon were very diverse. They were a wide range of people who have immigrated from various countries, hardworking men from the railroads, factories, docks, and of course, sailors.
ooh,
Hey, sailor.
yeah. Well, here's the thing is if you're giving away free food in a place like that, you know, they're probably going to spend whatever couple bucks they got to,
Yeah.
you know, get some drinks.
Even when the food, the free lunches and stuff went away, like they still had a really good business, I think,
Yeah.
because they were owned by immigrants. So
Yeah.
like everyone, like all, how, I don't know what I want to say.
Well, I think at that point, then you've built up kind of a reputation in the community, right? People
Yeah.
were flocking to you for those lunches, and then now they're going to stay even though they can't still do that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still patroning.
Yes. Patroning. Very well put. You always fix my words in my brain
I mean,
for me.
sometimes. Cassie's seen me on, not the best of days.
Yeah.
And words are hard, you guys.
They really, really are.
They
Especially
really are.
the last name, Soboleski. I said it pretty good that time.
Yeah, that was good.
So in 1914, Barney Soboleski left the business to the two brothers, which of course came with a name change to the very straightforward Hersco Brothers Saloon.
Okay.
So this was the time that they remodeled the building from the old wood frame structure. They made it bigger.
Oh.
They added a second story. And because of all of this, Barney leaving, them remodeling, and the fact that there was so much competition with all the saloons around in the area, people started to gossip just a little.
As they do.
This is where we run into some of the shady but not really proven history of the building.
Okay.
Rumors of the brothers running illegal sex work, gambling, opium dens, and even Shanghaiing started to circulate,
Oh, yikes.
which I don't know if I fully want to believe this because they were immigrants running their own business. I think they might have just been easy targets for some crazy gossip.
Possibly.
There's really no evidence, like even in police arrest records, that any of this happened. Like they were pretty tame with the arrests over there. But on the flip side, maybe they just never got caught and they're certainly not going to keep records of this stuff themselves. So
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think most bad guys have like
Yeah.
an accounting log of bad shit I did.
But you would think, like, with the police they're already on the radar from all of the anarchist assassination crap. So now in 1917, in 1917, commas are important.
Yeah.
They were hit with the ever popular prohibition.
Oh, man.
So they had to change their name again. And this time they called it Hersco Brothers Soft Drinks Emporium.
Shut up.
They no doubt were still a saloon on the DL.
Yeah, of course.
There's even a bank vault door in the basement where it's speculated that they hid the boots. They hid the bootlegged booze.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what you would do?
Right. And that was really common to find these like big bank vault doors hiding illegal booze back in the day. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Just need to have a vault installed.
Right? I wonder if it's still there. I don't know. They made it seem like it's still down in the basement. I wonder if we can go in the basement. Maybe we can sneak down there.
In a haunted hotel?
Yeah.
Oh,
The basement's fine. Nothing creepy happens down there.
Oh, okay.
So they managed to make it through the Prohibition era, and in 1938 became another name change. They became
Oh my goodness.
Hersco Brothers Restaurant and Beer Parlor. So now they're, branching out. They're starting to make food. They called it a beer parlor instead of a saloon for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Maybe, I wonder if they only had beer. Like, I wonder if they got rid of hard alcohol at that point. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
I didn't read anything that said, but,
anything is possible.
Yes, it is. Not too long after this, William's son Robert took over the business, and it went through 2 more name changes.
Shut the front door.
I told you there was a couple.
Okay, but I only have to remember what it's called now.
Yeah, you don't have to remember all the other ones.
Wow.
This time to the Blue Eagle Cafe. And
Blue Eagle.
Yeah, Blue Eagle.
Okay.
And finally, in 1949, to the White Eagle Cafe and Saloon. Okay. So yay, 1949. It's where we get the White Eagle. Yeah. So where does the name White Eagle come from? Do you have any guesses?
I mean, not really. I'm not really sure.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay. Thank God.
There is a white eagle on the Polish flag.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
Fun fact of the day for you. I thought that was cool.
Got it.
The place was doing very well, and it seemed like the rumors had died down. I think everyone was probably just happy to be able to drink legally again, so they were like,
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. And Prohibition obviously was over for a little while at that point, but I mean, there's still like, we could be teetering on an edge. You never know.
It just seemed like after Prohibition, like all of the rumors kind of died down, and their business kind of picked up. They're pretty pop in place. I don't think there was ever a time where they didn't have really good business.
Well, that's good. I love that for them.
Yeah. So then, as I'm saying all of this, like, oh, their reputation's getting better. Well, by the end of the 60s, the White Eagle was known as a rowdy biker bar.
Oh. So it was until it wasn't.
Right? But they still had good business. Like, the bikers loved it.
Bikers are thirsty, too.
And they were under new ownership. This time, a New Yorker who immigrated from Italy, I'm assuming, because his name is Tony Ferroni. Ferroni. God, I can't say it right. Tony Ferroni. Hold on.
You guys, I don't know how this is possible, but there's literally mozzarella coming out of her ears.
So I was trying to say this name right. And so I saved the pronouncenames.com clip. And I just want to play it because the way they say it, I don't do it justice.
Ferrone.
Wow.
Ferrone.
And I'm just like Ferroni. Like, I can't, like, pepperoni. I can't say it right.
It's got kind of the roll of the R, you
Mm-hmm.
would hear in a lot of love languages. That's really common.
I can't do it. I can't roll my tongue, you guys.
Farrone.
I can do it when I'm not talking.
Barcelona.
Anywho,
So,
this is the era where the live music started at the saloon.
hey.
Hey! By 1978, yet another new owner, Charles Hughes, he cleaned up the reputation of the biker bar by not allowing bikers to wear their club logos at the bar.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that kind of like eliminated the like fighting between the different like biker clubs or gangs.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume that's kind of the same logic behind, like, they don't allow kids to wear, like, anything that's, like, a gang insignia to school or...
Yeah. And I guess the bikers were cool with it. And then it just overall made everyone else feel more comfortable going there. Like, it wasn't just strictly for bikers.
Yeah, that makes sense. That, I guess, could be a little intimidating as somebody who's maybe not a part of that scene.
Exactly. So, flash forward to 1997, where Elton John's new version of Candle in the Wind topped the Billboard charts.
Oh, incredible.
I don't know why. I was talking about 1997. I was like, I have to include something cool in there.
Yeah.
It was just an awesome time.
I mean, or not awesome, because Princess died.
I know. So sad.
It's rough times, you guys.
The White Eagle was placed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Whoa.
And finally, in 1998, like so many other precious historic buildings, the White Eagle was bought up and lovingly maintained by McMenamins.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay. Whew. Okay, I forgot it was a McMenamins for a second, and I was like, oh, God, who owns it now? Like fucking McDonald's or something?
We're going to a biker bar later.
We might.
So, shall we move on to the hauntings? Are you ready?
Oh, we're still doing that?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I'll start off light.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Music is sometimes heard in the building long after the live bands have gone home for the night.
I mean, that could be a lot of things.
It's nice, though, music. I mean, that's pretty harmless.
I dig that.
One guest reported hearing running in the halls at night and banging sounds and laughter from another room. But they were apparently the only guests there that night.
Okay, well.
I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? But if you're the only guest, I think it was during COVID.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this is really recent.
This was a recent one.
Yikes. Okay.
The faucet also seemingly turned on by itself during the night, flooding the sink in their room.
What?
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. If I wake up to soggy socks.
Soggy socks?
Yeah.
Why are your socks going to be under the sink?
They wouldn't be under
because you're walking on the...
Yeah.
Duh. Why are your socks under the sink?
There's a lot of reasons that are different from them being under the sink that explain how your socks get soggy.
You know, logic is not my strong suit sometimes. Okay.
Here we go.
Another guest said that they found a broken water glass in their room, but no one staying in the room claimed to have broken it.
Huh.
So it either... Maybe someone was like singing opera and like shattered the glass.
Okay, I think we can totally make that happen tonight.
We can leave out a glass and see what happens.
Yeah, just hit that Mariah. No.
Oh, you're going to do it, not the ghost?
Well, I mean, whoever does it.
Okay. We're definitely going to record it because if you can hit the Mariah high note, that's impressive.
I'll be honest, I can't.
Okay.
We've already tried it. We've got another promo roll that we are really excited to share today.
Hey, everybody, this is Tim Jousma.
And Professor Aubrey.
You are joining us here in the new home space of Hump Day with Tim and the Professor, part of the Friends Talking Nerdy podcast network.
That's right. Congratulations on finding us. The most fun podcast you could ever ask for.
Yes. If we are part of the Friends Talking Nerdy podcast network, our flagship show is Friends Talking Nerdy. And as you heard on the show in the past, we wanted to kind of expand what we do this year. And that includes making new content. And for a while, we did try to put that new content on our Friends Talking Nerdy feed. But we're almost about a month into Hump Day here. And I think what I've found out more than anything, and I think you would agree, is that we feel to grow Hump Day properly, it's best to give Hump Day its own individual podcast feed.
Indeed.
So that's what we are doing here. We wanted to give you a quick little promo here to basically get a little idea of what to expect. If you've already heard Friends Talking Nerdy, you kind of generally know what we're going to do. But each week we get together, we talk about serious stuff. We talk about silly stuff. We talk about pop culture. We talk about current events.
We talk about ourselves. We talk about each other. We talk about other people.
Yes, so like we said, every Wednesday at noon, we're going to have some new content here in this space. And we're also going to use that space to, help promote the other shows on the Friends Talking Nerdy podcast network, as well as invite our fellow friends in the indie podcast world.
That's right. We love to have guests on our show.
Indeed. So once again, thank you all for listening to this. And from here on forward, Hump Day is going to be in this particular spot. So anything you want to say to our folks?
Just thanks for listening, and I hope you have a really good time with the new format.
All right. So we will see you on Wednesday for Hump Day.
You guys, we're back. Hi. Hi.
Guests that have stayed in room 3 have found random coins on the floor.
Oh my God, we're gonna be rich.
Yeah. I hope we get room 3. I love coins.
I mean, is there a room where it leaves behind like $100
bills? Yeah, that would be very convenient.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things that we want to do. Trips we could take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a thing, though. Like, that could be just one of their personal, like, ancestors or someone else who have passed, leaving them a special coin. So that might not be specific to, like, the White Eagle.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, I've heard that that's, like, a thing.
Okay, well, I think all of my dead relatives are being incredibly thoughtless.
Stingy.
Yeah.
Where's my coins? Okay.
JK, you guys.
We love you.
Yeah.
This is where, it's going to start getting a little creepy and scary now.
Okay.
Shadow figures have been spotted in the halls. Strange sounds are heard coming from the basement.
Oh, you mean that place you tried to trick me into going?
Yeah.
Guess again.
An employee felt as though he was being watched going down the stairs to the basement, and he just felt really uncomfortable about it.
Do you think it was somebody just trying to stare at his butt?
Maybe he's got a nice booty. He doing them squats. Various psychics that have been down to the basement say that whatever spirit is there seems negative. So that's not good. That's not comforting.
Right. That's not good. And also, it is bad.
So I'm going to be finding someone else to sneak down to the basement with, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
I got to befriend the staff.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure they haven't heard the stories.
Yes. A waitress had full plates of food mysteriously fly from her hands as she was serving a table.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, are you sure you just didn't drop them?
I know. Or was it like one of those really nar Karens that was like, I didn't order it with extra
Right.
such and such.
It was the ghost.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a ghost Karen.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. She said, I said on the side.
Employees have also said that the freezer doors open and close by themselves.
Oh, see, now that's just dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
I don't think you can get locked in the freezer, though.
Yeah, typically there's like a safety mechanism.
Hopefully, unless the ghost fucks with that.
Okay, well, I don't I can't even go there in my head. So,
It would be really cold.
yeah, no thank you.
Some employees have been shoved or pinched, which
Rude.
sounds like an elemental from what we talked about.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinching was a big one for elementals. Guests and staff have had their clothing tugged.
Rude.
And whenever I hear that, I kind of like think of children though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why a child would be in a saloon, but that's what comes to me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, people I think it used to be more of a common thing that like kids just ran around everywhere, even in saloons.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
They do say that although the tugging is annoying, it doesn't feel threatening.
Okay.
So more just like I think of just like an annoying little kid, like, hey, what
Great.
you doing? Come play with me.
No, thank you.
A guest claims that her bed moved up and down while she was attempting to sleep. And if that wasn't bad enough, she says that her toes were being tickled as well.
Okay, listen. I don't want to play with children when they're alive. Okay, so I definitely don't want to play with them when they're dead. And if you mess with my sleep, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. So you thought of a kid there too.
Well, kind of.
Yeah. I was thinking
mean,
of like a kid if they were like jumping on the bed, like that would make the mattress
Oh.
bounce up and down. And then of course like tickling, like
Yeah, very childish.
adults aren't, I feel like adults don't just run around tickling people.
I mean, if you're a ghost, you're like, they don't know.
I wonder if it was like finger tickles or like a feather.
Ooh.
Maybe it was like a fetish ghost.
No props.
A foot fetish ghost.
Oh, no.
And they have their very own sad woman ghost.
Oh.
Stories say her name is Rose and she can be heard upstairs crying. One version of her story is that she was a sex worker who had been murdered while her sailor lover, who was of course married, was away at sea.
Oh, no.
Tragic.
I know.
There's not a lot of other info on her.
Oh, okay. I was going to say is one of
Yeah.
the scenarios that she met a guy on a boat and then you said sailor and I'm like, well, kind of.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a...
I'll never let go.
Oh, Rose.
Yeah.
Ah! I get it.
Yeah. 90s jokes.
There is like a varying stories about her, but they're just like weird detail. Like none of the details ever matched up. That was kind of like the
Okay.
consistent one.
Okay.
I feel like every like haunted hotel has like a crying woman in it though.
Yeah. Yeah. At a certain point, you're like, I mean, it's kind of a trope.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like. But I guess we'll see when we go there. It's
Or maybe we won't.
It's
I
Caitlin
mean,
crying.
'cause- Rose, is that you? It's not my name.
There is another ghost there named Sam. Sam worked and lived at the saloon and was friends with and adored by the Herskos. They even hung his photo above the bar.
Oh,
no, so sweet. Some say he died in room 2 where he had lived. Others say he had moved to Salem and passed there. Either way, he spent so much time at the saloon in the room that he lived in that it's likely he, or at the very least, like his residual energy is still at the saloon.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, though, that probably he died in Salem and his residual energy is just like super awesome vibes. And that's that.
Well,
Um,
people seem to think Sam is responsible for flushing and or clogging the main floor toilets
Sam.
and TPing the women's room. Like, rude,
What?
dude.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that's definitely not residual.
Yeah. That seems maybe of this
Yeah.
world.
I don't know why they think that that's Sam doing those things, though. It wasn't very clear.
Yeah, probably the person TPing and doing all of that naughty stuff is like, oh, it's Sam.
Sam did it.
A likely story.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Guests have told stories of seeing Sam's apparition and being touched by him.
Okay. Well, Sam, I mean, consent is key.
Right.
Okay. So,
Hopefully
like,
in
don't
a-
make it weird.
Hopefully in a nice way.
I mean,
I have a very interesting Facebook review I want to read you from 2017.
okay.
So it goes, I'm just quoting the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. Room number 1. Interesting. We knew the history, but it was the first time I filmed. It's right above the main entrance to the hotel, so you get traffic sounds. My sister fell asleep just after I turned on my Kindle to record a video and audio. I left it on to go outside. My sister is asleep on the bed in the camera's view. On review, a woman's voice says something directly into the mic, ending in what we all agree was me. Within 3 seconds, it's followed by what I thought was glass breaking. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm,
Glass breaking.
Yeah.
But after listening a few times, sounds exactly like a gunshot. Okay. I still think it maybe it could be glass breaking. I don't know.
Okay.
I know, it's weird. That's what they say.
Correct. Yes.
But clear as day and right in the room, the voice uttered 2 syllables and did sound like help me, but we were trying to find out what it says because it seems so cliche. Hope someone else catches something in there. Otherwise, good music, nice service. Not fond of the food, but it's McMinimans. Great adventure.
Oh my gosh.
McMinimans has pretty good food, I feel like.
Yeah, she's definitely lying. Have you ever
Caitlin,
had the steak bites?
I haven't.
Have you ever had the elk burger? Have you ever had the Portland dip? Have
No.
you ever
Actually,
even
yes.
been to a McMinimans?
I did have the dip. I think
Yeah.
when we were meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, because you watched me have it, I think. Had
don't
you ever
know.
had it before?
I don't know. I just love dip.
Oh, it's so good.
Also, I know like you're pretty fond of tots.
Yeah, I am. And I know that you are not.
I'm very anti-tot.
Yeah, it's weird seeing as you get together with me every weekend.
And you're a tot, and I
I'm
love
a tot. Yeah. Well, and also like they have such good beer and wine and
Oh,
like their
yeah.
own, their distilled spirits and all of that.
you.
I'm
Yes.
literally sitting here in my Ruby t-shirt.
Ruby's the best.
It's pretty awesome.
Go to McMinimans.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
I like the purple haze too, though.
I haven't had that one.
Oh.
So, some McMinimans apparently keep ghost logs at the front desk.
What?
Yeah. They're very open about people's paranormal encounters because they are so frequent at a lot of the McMinimans properties.
Yeah, that's true.
So they really encourage people to share and record their stories in the logs. So when we go, we will definitely be asking the front desk for the log, and I hope they have one. Also, we will be doing our tarot reading at the hotel room
Yeah.
in hopes of getting a very strong reading.
Yeah. And honestly, then we'll be able to release a video if the tarot card just like flies across the room and
Yeah.
like smacks me in the forehead.
That would be fun.
Well, for you.
And since this is our anniversary episode, we're going to make it extra special, and we're going to break out the ghost hunting equipment that we got.
Yup.
So we're going to play around in the room with that. We'll use some of the techniques that we learned about in episode 52 about DIY paranormal investigation. And if we catch anything, we will share it with you and hopefully share some highlights from Caitlin freaking out.
Oh my God.
Because we're going to record some of it. I have that little recorder thing.
Yeah. I actually already packed the EMF detector.
Ooh.
Yeah. And a lot of other things.
Did you get the proton pack? That's essential.
Well, it's blown up. It would take up my whole suitcase.
We can unblow it.
I literally packed that little mini sage bundle that Crystal Tower gave
Oh,
us.
nice.
I put my selenite wand that you brought back over to me. I put that in
Yeah.
there.
We'll have to like do the dusting thing where we don't actually light the sage, maybe. But I guess we don't want to cleanse the room because we can't light the sage on fire in the room.
Why couldn't we?
Isn't that going to be like setting off the smoke detector?
Oh, no, not if you just like wave it around for a minute. And you can literally just like pat it to like put it out.
But I was thinking we probably don't want to cleanse the room. 'Cause then
Well,
we
I
won't
brought
get
it
any.
just in case, because if like something like
Oh,
really,
yeah.
like if it just gets too much.
Yeah. And I got like crystals in my pocket.
Okay, yeah. I was going to pack more crystals and I was like, I feel like I'll probably just put some on my body.
Yeah. Well, I got like the protection ones, like the smoky quartz and the what the fuck is the black one?
Is it
obsidian?
Obsidian?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have tourmaline and I'll have to look at what else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got my
We'll make sure we're good.
good for everything.
The clear quartz.
Clear quartz.
Yeah. Okay, so we might have enough crystals, but do you think there's a crystal shop that's like on the way there?
I hope so.
Okay.
We need all the crystals. We're gonna have one suitcase with just crystals.
You joke, but we might need it now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We will see you soon.
I mean, she hopes.
I
God.
know. It's our last episode. It's just cut off.
Yeah. They never hear from us again.
Oh.
JK, we'll be back.
All right. So we're doing the tarot read for the White Eagle.
Woot woot.
Our plans were to do it the night we were here, and we didn't think about the live music, y'all. It was so pumping. Bumping?
It was.
Pumping, bumping.
Both. It was doing both.
Yeah.
Arguably both.
So we figured, we probably shouldn't do it because, sound quality and all that. So
Yeah. Yep.
So we're doing it the morning after, which, is it better? I don't know.
Yeah.
We had fun last night.
We did.
We had a lot of fun. We went to Raven's Manor.
Yeah. You're wearing your Raven shirt.
We both got
going to
shirts.
bed.
She just didn't want to take it off. She just had to sleep in it.
Yep.
Okay. So card pull.
All right.
See what we can get some insight for the White Eagle and the spirits here. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I'm trying to be quiet and I'm like, no, I need to talk louder.
It's pretty low, but I think
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. We're using my Nightmare Before Christmas deck, and we got the Three of Presents in reverse.
Did we decide that the presence was Pentacles?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Three of Pentacles in reverse. And if you're Patreon and you're wondering why there's no video, we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah. Things haven't really gone exactly like we planned with a few things.
Yeah. But you got a whole hour of our beautiful faces with our little Zoom party, so
Yeah. That
You're
was as
fine.
good as our faces were going to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
Three of Pentacles in reverse. So our keywords are creativity, self-expression, skill, satisfaction, rewards. And card description, it says the card of the craftsperson, the Three of Pentacles often depicts a skilled artisan at work. In some decks, he's building a cathedral reminiscent of the carpenters and masons who constructed Europe's great cathedrals and who evolved into the Freemasons. Threes signify self-expression, creative development, and reaping rewards. So this positive card shows a time of satisfaction.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, we'll go to the reverse here. When the three appears reversed, it can mean you're not making the best of your abilities. Perhaps you lack confidence or can't find a way to use your talents. This card may advise developing new skills to compete in a rapidly changing marketplace.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of some old-timey pieces of the case.
Yeah. Definitely the history is shouting out here.
For sure. In a reading about money, the reverse three can mean money for a project doesn't come through or cost overruns plague you. Perhaps you don't receive as much as you wanted for your work or property or must accept a cut in pay.
Huh. That's interesting because it changed hands so many times and it kind of,
Yeah.
it always seemed very successful, but it did change ownership
Yeah,
quite a few times.
definitely. If the reading is about your job, you may not get the recognition or rewards you deserve for your efforts. Plans may not work out. Delays may occur, or problems with coworkers, clients may interfere with your success.
Huh, that kind of sounds like all the rumors that were going around. And
Yeah.
yeah. If you guys hear stuff, we are in a hotel. Also,
Yeah.
there's a train outside that you might be able to hear as well, but
Yeah, we're just gonna hope for the best.
Downtown Portland, it's fine.
Yeah, this is why we recorded the episode in our regular space and then just the tarot reading here for the energy.
I think that was the best idea because we did plan to record here and we're like, we don't know how that's going to work out with the whole episode having background noise. So.
Can you imagine? That would have been really actually a bad decision.
I thought you were just going to say that would have been a bad.
It would have been a real bad thing. In reading about love, this card may indicate you feel unappreciated by a partner. Perhaps you've invested a lot in a relationship, but your efforts aren't paying off, or your partner doesn't reciprocate as you think he or she should.
Maybe because he's a married sailor and,
Possibly. She was a sex worker. Yeah. Going back to the notes from the episode.
That is really interesting. That was pretty, on for what we had talked about, especially, the history part. And it talked about building things, which was,
all of the construction that's happened here over the years. And I would imagine, especially when you're doing, different tenant improvements and you're, adding on to a space, there's always a cost overrun. It's just an inevitability, I feel like.
And when you come here, it mentioned cathedral things, and there's a bunch of arches here. There's pretty. It's not cathedral-y, but it's very artistic and creative, and that's kind of what the card was too. So interesting. I'm gonna read the little description in the Nightmare Before Christmas deck book. What is this? Guidebook. Okay. Reversed 3 of presents represents, or pentacles, represents an imbalance within a professional or financial collaboration. Was that the same wording?
Yeah, really close anyway.
If you're working with others on a project, make sure everyone is doing their part. Disaster strikes when things become inequitable. Did I say that right? Prioritizing teamwork will get you where you want to go. That's interesting too, because the one partner did leave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I was really thinking that, especially after last night, some of the experience that we were having with our little amateur ghost hunting experience, I was thinking for sure this was going to be a card that was going to play up, the possibility of there being a child ghost.
Yeah.
But maybe that guy already took off.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, we played with some ghost hunting stuff, like we said. If there's any good highlights, I'll include them. Yeah, we got some action. We got a little bit of action. I mean, we're not super experienced or anything, but it definitely felt like it could have been something. So we're going to listen to the recording. We had a recorder going, asking questions. I took a bunch of video of Caitlin freaking out. It was pretty funny. Well, happy Potiversary, Caitlin.
Happy Potiversary, Cassie.
We're going to go eat something.
Yeah.
We need foods and water.
We need a lot of things. Maybe some Pepto, some ibuprofen. Yeah. It's a whole situation.
Oh, I think we mentioned in the episode we were going to be doing midnight margaritas. We tried to get midnight margaritas and they were closed, but they did give us beer, so we had midnight rubies instead. So
yeah, I mean, it's on brand for the location of the episode, so
it was sufficient. We'll do midnight margaritas one time. We'll do it.
We will, yeah.
Next year.
God, I know.
All right. Have a creepy ass day. See you next Tuesday.
Anybody else got something to say?
Is anyone talking into the mic? That was a long pause. It's going back up. So right before this, we had heard something like the window sounded like it slammed. And we checked, and there was, like, the window was still open, and then we looked out, and all the other windows were still open. Okay. I'm assuming someone just shut their window. Someone shut their window. We're being dumb. Nothing's happening. It's not a ghost. Maybe we should shut our window. If someone's in here that would like to communicate with us, we have a...
Fucking tissue stuck to the bottom.
Sorry, that was my bad. I missed the tissue.
Nope, you're good.
We have this little device here that you can talk into, and it will record your voice. If you have anything to say to us, what's your name? Is that thing going crazy?
Dude. It's someone my height or shorter.
Remember how we were saying we thought that there was a kid here? Interesting. Are you a child? Is it seriously just like going and then it goes away when you get taller?
If I go too low, if I go too high, the numbers start to shift. They start to go down. Right in this area.
Huh. Are you scared of us?
Yes.
Did it go higher?
Yes. It's okay.
We're not here to harm you. We're nice ladies. I'm a nanny, by the way. I take care of a little boy.
Okay.
Did it shut off?
It did. It went way down, and then it shut off.
Oh. Are you a little boy? Do you like to tug on people's clothes? Do you like to tickle people's toesies at night?
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish we had some toys? We have cupcakes. Do you like cupcakes?
Dude.
What's the numbers on it?
I mean, they're not, like, it's not even, like, high, like, when we were reading on, like, a lot of the electronics at my house.
Yeah.
But, like, it'll be, like, 0.2 something, but it jumps every time you ask a question.
Interesting.
Every single time, like, within a second.
Weird.
It's very measurable. When you said cupcakes, like, it fluctuated wildly, but it was all within this, like, 0.25 to, like, 0.3-ish range. So, like, cupcakes are a good word. Cupcakes are good. We're at 0.23, 0.25. Cupcakes are really good.
Well, maybe we'll leave out some cupcakes for you later.
Really good. Right about here, Cassie.
Yeah, I really don't know what could be there, like, in the middle of the door causing...
I mean, there's the card reader, but there's...
Put it next to the card reader and see if that's it. Is it going up?
It's actually lower near the card reader.
Interesting. Alright.
So the reading is pretty much the strongest as if you were standing right in front of the door as if you were about to enter it.
Put it by, like, the light switch and stuff again, just to see what that reading is there.
Drops to next to nothing.
Weird.
Are your parents here?
What's your favorite animal?
Wow, okay, you like that animal a fuck ton.
Hey, don't curse in front of the child.
Shit, does that offend you?
What's your favorite game?
Oh.
Do you like games? Do you like hide and seek? I feel like hide and seek got the high. Oh, it went back up when I said hide and seek.
Oh. I mean, any chance we could interest you in a card game? Because hide and seek is kind of a fucking...
I think he wants to play hide and seek with us.
That's a tough sell for me, bud. Can you hang out for a second? Is that cool? Okay.
Start beeping?
Okay. All right, well, just hang tight, dude. Broski, bud.
Did you push a button?
I did not. Absolutely fucking not.
Review the tape.
Are you offended that we don't believe you? Super sorry. Because I pretty much believe the ghost can do anything. Can we be friends?
Seems like a yes.
Want to play cards?
It's weird that it's all of a sudden beeping now, and like it spent so long not beeping. And you had it in the same spot. Maybe that's just something else that came. It likes your boobs, I think.
Arguably, that is correct. Factual.
She's holding it right by her tit. Maybe it's the gropey ghost. It doesn't like mine. Do you see the lights flicker?
I did see that
Okay.
now. Okay.
The lights just flickered, just like a tiny bit, and now let's go. She's standing in the same spot. She hasn't moved. She's not moving around.
I don't care for this. Look, I was really fine with it when, like, electronics just made you go off super random, but, I have some complicated feelings by you just going off in the middle of the room. Am I possessed?
Maybe.
Care to weigh in?
By the boobs again.
Seriously? So basic.
Do you like to make the device beep? It's pretty cool, huh? The flashing light. Can you make it beep again? We just asked it if it would beep again, and it started beeping again.
Is there, perchance,
Perchance, really.
someone else there with you? Someone bad?
Are you in the room? Would you like us to go out in the hallway?
Of course you would.
Midnight rubies. Not margaritas, but it's okay.
So, for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest if you would like to share. Email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at pnwhauntsandhomicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to, and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'.
Burp. as you're burping.
Oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't hold it back. So cute.
Whoa.
You look like you were so scared, like you thought it was the
Me.
ghost.
I wasn't expecting it to come out.
That was me. Excuse me.